Would you love to elevate your colors from boring to attractive? This is the time. I have brought you a 3-print film emulation that's going to turn your digital footage into cinematic film look. Get rich colors, smooth contrast, natural skin tones, and that timeless film feel without complicated grading. Guess what? It is easy to use, works on photos and videos, inspired by film stock, perfect for colorists and creators. The link is in the description if you would love to purchase. And remember, it's on a discounted price. So let's drop there and have those 3 film emulation LUTs. So let's drop into our video. Yes, of course, we're here to know how to use the film emulation, and I'm going to showcase using 2 softwares. I'm going to be using DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro. So I'm going to show you how these film emulation work. I used one of them is Kodak, so it's very nice. I used it into DaVinci, then I used it into Premiere Pro. But at the end of the day, I got the same look. It's not the same, but it's alike, So these film emulation, they're going to elevate your color grading flow, So you have to know how these film emulation work. First and foremost, we shall start with Premiere Pro. Then after, we shall drop into DaVinci Resolve. I first created my first adjustment layer. So as you know, all colorists any footage in camera science, in log flat, any footage has to be transformed to RX79, the language of the color grading monitors or any monitor you're using. So RX79, you turn the log or flat footage into RX79. So I used one of my CST. So this is Arri log C2 RX79 is what I used. Is one of my favorite LUTs when I'm to get the color space perfectly. After that, my footage looked so dark, so I had to add another adjustment layer. Let me go to effects. So I had to add something like another LUT. This LUT is always found in Premiere Pro. It works like Cineon film, It works like Cineon film. Like that's how I use it. So it's called Phantom RX79 Gamma. So this I used it to get like my footage to get much brighter, After getting that, I had to apply one of my film emulation that's already the link in the description. You can go and purchase for that pack. It's very, very nice. Then I applied this RX79 Kodak 2383 D65. So this is very, very incredible. After applying it, I decreased the intensity of it to 48. You can decrease it to 50 or 48 around cause. The same. After all that, I had to create another adjustment layer, and this adjustment layer, I'm going to make my color collection. After creating my RX79, brightening my image, I had to make some collection. As any colorist, you have to make sure that your footage is now color corrected. So this is my first metric. I know, guys, you know how to create metric. So after creating this metric is where I did much of my collections. I pulled my contrast to 22.7. Then I left my highlights in between on normal. Then my shadows, I decreased them to -21. Then my whites, I decreased them to 23. After that, then I had to create another metric color, and this I named it as a grade, where I made my color look. how did I make this car look like? You see that it has a very big transformation. I used one of my DNA looks, so these LUTs are already on in the shop. You can go and purchase for them at a discounted price, So at this, it's look 15, or you can call it look 0. I applied it, then I left it. I left the intensity to 100. Then I came to the curves so that I do some color changes. So I increased on the saturation for blues, and then the saturation for oranges. Then I went to the hue versus hue, where I want my blues come to cyan color. Then my oranges to cause at first it was already in peak way, so I had to bring it to orange color. After that, I had to create another Remetry color. So, and this Remetry color is where I did some secondary color collection, So I changed the blues were like the cyan color was coming up. So I decided to bring in some blues. Then I had to separate the skin from the background, or the subject from the background. So as you see, the curves I've made already here. Then after this, I added another look. This is look F, or you can call it look 6. This look 6 or look F, I applied it. That's why it gave me this look. I think you're following the process. After this, after applying this look LUT, I left it at 100. The reason why sometimes I don't want to reduce the numbers for the looks in Premiere Pro. Already Premiere Pro, it gives me that confidence, it gives me that confidence through using the curves, the hue versus saturation, the rumors. So it's very nice program. After that adjustment layer, I created another adjustment layer, and I already created the Remetric. And this Remetric, I did some masking, I think. Did I make some masking? Let's check here. Let's check. Yeah. So I did some masking. As you see, I used the HSL secondary. This HSL secondary, I've got many comments from different people. They're like, how can I use the HSL secondary to mask well my footage? This HSL secondary, I've already made how to use it. You can check into my videos, then you can land on one of my videos teaching how to use the HSL secondary. Though I'll make another video talking more details about the HSL secondary. So after that, after using the HSL secondary, after using the HSL secondary, you see the look, it's coming up, it's coming, it's already looking good. Then I decided to make another adjustment layer. This adjustment layer is where I made some highlightation. I made my recent video how to make highlightation in Premiere Pro. Guys, you have been using Premiere Pro for a while and you don't know how to make some tricks of color grading like highlightation, broom, So I dropped one of my videos teaching how to make highlightation in Premiere Pro. So you see how it's looking. Now this is bra. I first added bra. Then I had to add the ASC CDL effect, which is within Premiere Pro, And don't forget, when you apply the Gaussian bra, to take the repeat edges, because if you don't take it, the edges, they will look dark. So this is how I came up with this. So you see, the look is looking nice. First look at this. First look at this for real. Look at the look. This is very, 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 very professional. You're going to see this same look. It's in the same Premiere Pro. You're going to ask me, how did you come up with this? The answer is purchase one of my film emulations, and the look DNA or BMO DNA looks. They're already in the shop. The link is in the description. If you would love to purchase, go now. It's on the discounted price. Let's drop into DaVinci Resolve. In DaVinci Resolve, here, first and foremost, I first created my color transformation, CST, color space transformation. After creating, I applied this. I used the array Alexa, then the input gamma, I used log C, then output color space, I used DaVinci wide gamut, and then the gamma output, I used DaVinci intermediate. Remember, you have to first check your color management in DaVinci. I always use DaVinci Y RGB. Then my timeline color space, I use Rec 79 scene. Then the output. Sometimes I recommend you use intermediate, So I always use this. This is perfect. I always use this. Then. Okay. So as you've seen here, this stuff to be at none, as you see. Then let's first leave this. Then I came to my temperature. Then after making this first node, the color space transformation, the intro, then you come to the output. Your output color space transformation. So and here I also did, so that this is why I got this. This is the Rec 79 look. This look, it is the same as we got in a Premiere Pro, guys. It is the same as we got in a Premiere Pro. Let's try this. Let's first disable this. You see how it's looking. Now, look at also this. There's no difference. So this is what I'm teaching you, guys. I want you to be professional in Premiere Pro. I want to teach you how to use DaVinci Resolve and have the same look in Premiere Pro. Some colors say you can't achieve what you get in DaVinci, but me, I say you can. Then I created another node. For temperature. So my temperature and HDR, so they're on the same node. Then I applied my Cineon. My Cineon in DaVinci. In DaVinci, I use Cineon. I don't use Phantom Rec 7 Gamma. Phantom Rec 7 Gamma, I told you already, it works within the Premiere Pro, as I showed you already here. You see? After applying the Cineon here in DaVinci, exactly, you immediately have to come to another node. I created another node, then I applied one of my Kodak film emulations. They are customized. They aren't in DaVinci, So I got this. Then after I did some primary balance, I did some custom curves, hue versus hue curves, So then I created HSV. HSV is, wow, this HSV is very, very nice, because I always use it when I want cinematic saturation. I always recommend you guys to use HSV. HSV is very, very, very nice. After that, after using the HSV, then I did some primary balance using the wheels, as you know. Then after that, I masked my skin. This is skin, though I named it as Cosmo. Reason why I named it Cosmo, I used I used one of the plugins for Magic Bullet. It has that Cosmo. So it gives me the skin tone, it gives me skin tone. After working on the skin tone, I don't get scared of why the skins are full of magenta. Then I had to do some parallel nodes. So you see, so I applied some primary color balance, primary offset, log grade, HDR. So all I did on this node, so that I'm willing to have a nice look. Then here I did some qualifiers. This qualifier I did it onto the attires, okay, the outfits these people they were putting on. Then I created another node. I masked the background. I masked the background, not the skin. I masked the background and skin. Then I came on adding more. So the wheels to do some collections, Then I applied the DC Tailor. It's one of my favorite too. I always use this. So I applied it onto my node. Then the sharpness. So when I'm creating the sharpness, always I create my first layer, my before layer after the temperature node. So then I always come to add matte. After creating this add matte, to connect this alpha node to another layer I create before the digital tier node. Then I create this alpha. I connected this to the alpha. So I always use my sharpness. I'll also teach you how I do my sharpness, but this is very, very massive. So I didn't stop from there. I created another group, and this group is where I do all my film fill. So I applied the film, I applied the film. This is the plugin from DaVinci. I added the film. Then I added some glow onto the video. The reason I wanted my footage have that cinematic glow, so then I decided to add some film grain. So after adding some film grain, I continued add some contrast pop onto this. After that, I decided to use one of the plugins, the Film Maker Carist plugin. It's most loved one. It's called the Enhancer. So I applied the enhancer onto my footage. Then I applied our look, the other look, which is look F or look F or look 6. So, and I came up with this look, So I came up with this look, I did some changes into here. So that's why it's looking in the way. So let me first change. I put it where it was. It has to be in Rec 719. Then save. Okay, so this is how I always come up with such nice tones. Here, see here. Oh no, let me move it here. Yeah. So this is how I've come up with this tone. So as you see this look, I think this look is not that different from this one we created from Premiere Pro. You see how these these look like. You see how this won't look like. Oh, let me first do this. You see, this is what I created into DaVinci. Then this is what I created in Premiere Pro. So the reason why I came up with the similar looks, I wanted to see, can I have the same look for DaVinci into Premiere Pro using the same film emulations which are on sale now. Link is in the description. You can go and check the description. You will see the packs, everything you would love, everything I've talked about here in Premiere Pro, in DaVinci. Already the packs are there. You go, you purchase. And one in this, for the looks, I already gave you 3 film emulations, but they don't work as the other ones, they don't work as the other ones. So what I'm recommending you purchase for the other pack for the film emulations, then you purchase also for these look DNA cubes or LUTs. You will enjoy your color grading workflow. You'll be getting more clients, because these clients want nice things, want bright things, as you know. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment anything you would love to know. Let's engage in this. So if you would love to know more work of me, you can check on my Instagram. All the links are into the description. Thank you very much.